We've got this meeting of the minds to talk about the new release of Man on Wire. And yeah, just talk a little bit about the background, how you collaborated on it, because the new live version is out 7th of May, this coming Friday. So first of all, I just wanted to jump straight in and ask Spence, tell us a little bit of the background to this song, why you were inspired to write these lyrics.
I watched the documentary Man on Wire with Philip Petit and it was around the time I was really close to giving up music, and I watched this film and it just blew my mind, and it was the most inspiring film I've ever seen. And I pretty much finished the film and just picked up my guitar and I wrote it. And I think I wrote it quite quickly, really. And yeah, it just made me realize that it was such a powerful comment on, you know, if you set your intention on something and just put that just to the forefront and just follow it to the nth degree. It was somebody who's just showing you that actually everything and anything is possible. And by just watching that film, it just made my dream seem quite small, actually, and quite easily reachable. You know, so it kind of made me carry on writing.
And it's a fellow Frenchman. It was Philip Petit, is that right? Matt being from the great country of France, obviously. Matt, did you know about this Philip Petit? Was he known in France? Was it a big thing? Did you know about this story before Spencer?
I think the story went early 70s. Right. I don't remember that, but I heard of him, sure. But it's really Spencer influence that threw me to see the documentary.
Cool. And the documentary is the same name of the song, Man on Wire. So you recorded a studio version, but when you guys met in Arundel, you started playing live. So Matt, tell us a little bit about that, how you got to meet Spencer and how that happened.
Well, it was 5 or 6 years ago. I came to Goa for the first time, fresh arrived from Mumbai. And as a musician, I went to see some shows and try to maybe jam a little. So you learn to know people around. And one of the shows actually was Spencer trio, I think it was, with a bass player and a Russian drummer.
Yeah.
And well, the magic kind of we have a musical link since it really started from the first time we jammed together. And actually, I could also hear his influences as a musician, and it was something familiar to me. And then we start from there, mostly. We played like our first gig like a week after or something.
Yeah, I think Spence, you've said the same thing, haven't you? That instant connection that you have with Matt. So yeah, tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, I was playing this gig and he actually sent a little, as I remember it, he sent a little message on a piece of paper saying, "Can I come and jam?" And I would 99 times out of 100 say no to that. But there was, I looked at him and I just kind of had this guy can come up. And like, as in, I don't mind jamming, but there's you know, I'd prefer to play with them first, because you get somebody on a stage, you never know what's going to happen there. And it can be embarrassing and awkward. And I've done that a few times. But there was something about him that made me feel, yeah. And then as soon as he started playing, it was like, yeah, this guy can play. And then, it was just very, very easy, very instant.
So this Man on Wire that you've re-recorded live, you've got this huge solo. I mean, I've heard it, and it's something that just excites me inside to hear it, because you keep going. You just think, how has he got that breath? So yeah, how did that particular recording come about?
Well, first of all, this is like a last tune of the show, going on, because after that I'm totally dry. I cannot play. And we have this loosey joke on the stage where Spencer said maybe this is the last time he's going to play because he's going to die on stage at some point. And Spencer always played to get it longer and longer when I say we have to stop and keep on playing, so I have to rush it. But I still managed to keep on doing it, so it's kind of cool. It's a beautiful tune, you know. The harmony is pretty cool. The lyrics are really very nice, and it's the second and last part where the big solo arrives. It comes like a relief kind of thing, and it always did work well on stage. So we decided to let's have it somewhere, record it nicely, and that's why we did it like 2 years ago. Last Goa session we went, and we decided to record them on some other songs.
We started playing together 4 or 5 years ago, and it really bothered me that we never got a recording of a lot of things, but especially Man on Wire. So when we were at the end of last season and we really wanted to try and record, so we sort of did this. But I'm so happy with this recording because we only did everything, maybe 1 take, 2 takes, maybe two takes maximum on some of the tracks. And like Matt says, he can't really do it again after that anyway, because it takes so much out of him. So to have got such a great take, I mean, I think it's probably the best solo you've ever played on that song. So to have captured it is, because it doesn't take much for us to sort of be slightly out of sync with each other, or I do too much or we go too far, and it was just kind of so perfect. So yeah, it's an exciting recording.
And you're a harmonica player as well, Spence. So have you picked up any tips from Matt whilst you're watching him die on stage after coming up with a huge solo?
Well, I always wanted to be a harmonica player. That's what I sort of started off being. But then I could never find anyone to really play with. So then I started playing the guitar, and then my harmonica playing just stopped because I always had it in the neck brace, which really stops you from being able to sort of move it around. But it's why I know Matt's such a great harmonica player, because I know just how difficult it is to go up the levels to those places he goes. So no, he's just taught me not to bother playing when he's on stage.
I think this is one of the main reasons why our duet, which we play for a long time, did work. It's because I always wanted to be a singer and a guitar player.
Are there any other things that you'd like to add about this song that you wanted to sort of talk about or say, Spence?
No, I mean, I think my biggest dream for this song is for Philip Petit to hear it. And I'd love to connect with him, and I'd love to thank him for the inspiration, really. So yeah, that's my only sort of my only hope. And I hope that when people hear this story and hear the song, maybe that inspires them to do something. That's kind of really, really all you can do.
I'm trying to get in touch with Philip Petit. So yeah, hopefully one day he will get to hear the song.
Oh, I love that. My fear is that he's already heard it. And he's like, yeah, I heard that ages ago. Shit.
He occasionally comes on Instagram. And so I try and nab him then. Well, thank you guys. Keep living your dreams and setting yourself free, as the lyrics tell us. Thanks so much, and we'll catch you again soon. Bye.
Bye-bye, Isa.
All right.